Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I'll be doing my Fiji Sevens preview for the upcoming Commonwealth Games 2022. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Nonetheless, let's get straight into this video. Right, so Fiji, a side that have never been able to take out the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. These boys can play. They'll be coming for that gold, and they certainly have the potential to be able to take it out. I'm looking forward to seeing the gold medalists from the Tokyo Olympics back in action once again. But looking through at their squad, boy, it's a strong one. Fiji are stacked for this contest. For Kunara Billy, Kunatane, Tavita Dalgunu, Jerry Tawai, Tui Mamba coming back into the side. Nodovalo, the try scorer machine. It is going to be excitement personified for Fiji when they make their way out onto the field. Now, the first time that they make their way out onto the field in Birmingham, it will be up against Zambia, who are a side we haven't really seen too much of in sevens in the recent years. And the reason for that is they aren't actually on the World Sevens circuit. So they are going to be taking on Fiji at 12:02 AM on Saturday morning New Zealand time. We will be doing the commentary for that match, and more than likely we might see a relatively one-sided affair. But that is the first match that the Fijians have. It's a nice warm-up game to get the body moving, get a little bit of contact in, and just make sure that you're raring to go for your next two matches, which do get a little bit more challenging, but you would still say that Fiji should be able to breeze through their first three matches. Their next game will be up against Canada. That is at 8:32 AM on the Saturday morning, and that game should be a lot closer than what Fiji versus Zambia is. But if Fiji find their confidence in that first match, you wouldn't want to be the side that has to face them in the second or the third, because they will just run rampage like they know how. And that is the thing with Fiji. If they have a good first game, they seem to go on and have a great rest of the tournament. If they have a little bit of a rough start, sometimes it takes them a bit too long to find that momentum, and they can find themselves getting knocked out in the quarter or the semi-final, which is the last thing that they will want in this sevens for the Commonwealth Games. Then their last game, it is going to be up against Wales. That is at 12:02 AM on Sunday morning. I should mention these are all New Zealand times, so they will be a little bit different depending on whereabouts you are in the world. But they are all being shown on Sky Sport here, so no matter the hour of the night, there will be some rugby action taking place. And I mean, there aren't too many teams that are more entertaining to watch than Fiji. The offloading game is one thing that will certainly help them towards a medal in this Commonwealth Games. Alongside that, the power, the speed, the accuracy of what they do. It's just so unpredictable, and that is what makes it so entertaining. And Fiji, the best way to describe it is probably controlled chaos. And I say that in the nicest way possible for Fiji. You can never know what's going to happen in the game until it's over and you watch the replay and go, how did he do that? That's something that Jerry Tawai has probably heard quite a few times in his career, because he has got a ton of experience for Fiji. But of the key players for Fiji, he isn't actually one that I picked, which is surprising because I normally always put him in as one of my key players, but I've decided to switch it up a little bit for this Commonwealth Games, and instead my first name, it is Tavita Dalgunu. He did get a little bit of the captaincy a bit earlier on in the Sevens circuit when they didn't have Jerry Tawai, and I think he really enjoyed having that responsibility on his shoulders. Fiji played pretty well throughout the tournaments that he did captain, and he will be hoping the Commonwealth Games goes no differently. But he is certainly one to watch out for. He's got the power, he's got speed, he's also very handy in the breakdown, which is somewhere where the Fijians are normally their most dangerous, as they do get way more turnovers than any other side in a game of sevens. So that will be something to watch out for as soon as they're in action. I would think at a prediction that Zambia aren't going to get the ball very often in their game up against Fiji, but just being able to play up against a side of that caliber will be a great learning experience for Zambia as well. Now, the next player that I have said to watch out for in this competition, it is Amanasi Tui Mamba. Now, I believe he has been switching between sevens and union recently, kind of doing a little bit of a mix and match. And the thing is, sevens is brilliant for your fitness. So Tui Mamba, he's been able to use that to his advantage, and the man can run for days, which is not what your opposition want to see when you're starting to feel those legs give out in the later stages of a game, and Tui Mamba's still running full pace at you. It's normally not a fun time. I would say if their fitness is up to the task, they will certainly be up to it as well. And then the last name that I have got, it is Waisia Nathunu, and he's been one of those Fijian players that no matter what, you got to find a place for him in that starting lineup. He just brings so much and can literally be a game changer at any moment of the game. Just one tackle, one run, anything, and he is able to create that magic that Fiji need to completely reverse the momentum of a contest. And that's why he is a very handy asset for Fiji to have for these Commonwealth Games. But nonetheless, now we are up to the stage how I try and predict where Fiji will finish in their pool. I think this one for me is pretty easy. Fiji first. And I will say they will get themselves the full points available. They may have a close game with either Canada or Wales. More than likely Wales if I had to pick one of them. But I think Fiji will run away with all 3 of their games and find themselves through to the quarterfinals of the Sevens competition. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. Like I mentioned earlier on, we will be doing the commentary on the channel, so be sure to stick around for that as well. But if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.